State funding has been one of our biggest challenges. I would probably say has been our biggest challenge. I've been superintendent now going on 5 years here in the Granite City Community Unit District number 9. 7 years ago we had 403 teachers. Right now we have 343. As I talked a little bit briefly this morning in my phone interview, we've not really cut jobs, but we've cut back through attrition. Many of our programs are still intact, but our programs have taken some pretty big hits via cuts over the last 5 to 7 years. We have an outstanding, and we're noted for being a tremendous vocational high school. We still are with our machining and our vocational programs, our building trades, our automotive. We've got some great programs, our welding program, but we've had major cuts. Our drafting was cut several years ago. Our pattern shop class was cut several years ago. Many of our classes that the kids really like, our electives, have gone by the wayside. We no longer have all the levels of boys basketball that we used to have. We've cut one level of football. We've had some cuts, and our board's done a very courageous job of making those cuts over the years, and we campaigned very hard for a tax referendum 3 years ago, which didn't pass. And that's why we've worked very, very hard to tighten the belt. We have had to cut. Fortunately, we still have a lot of major programs in place, but in this day and age, it's about maintaining and sustaining, not necessarily having Christmas Day just due to the fact that there's new money that will eventually come in. I'm very pleased, and I commend all of our local legislators, all the people at the state level that worked hard to make this budget a reality. Fortunately, and I know we had a regional meeting several months ago, and there were some local school districts that were in dire straits to even stay open past October. Fortunately, we were not in that situation. We would have been able to maintain and sustain through spring. But now I think there's a new ray of life. There's new hope. The new monies will be coming in around December. We have a $65 million budget here in the Granite City Community Unit District 9. We are a pre-K through 12 district, and it takes a lot of money to be able to fund education and educate our students for what they need to be successful in the future. So I am pleased that there is a budget. I hope now that this budget can be consistent, because I think one of the things we've really lacked is consistency in finance. I know just a year ago this past summer, I took a group of students up to the old state capitol in Vandalia as we were campaigning with our coalition for funding fairer schools in Illinois, asking for a budget. We should not have to need to be in that uncertainty every year as the fiscal year ends and then begins. So I'm looking forward to hope. I'm trying to stay as positive I possibly can. Our district, our board is as positive as we possibly can be moving forward.